Yo. So, I think the Camaro is selling right now. I have a guy on the way, so we'll see. But he's actually on his way, which is better than most of the window shoppers I usually get. So before he, or if he picks it up, I wanted to show you guys exactly what I spent getting the Camaro running and driving. So basically everything related to just the swap itself. Obviously there's some videos and some stuff where I did brakes and rear pinion. None of that stuff has anything to do with the actual swap itself, as far as getting it bolted in, getting it running. That really just had to do with what the car itself needed for it to drive. So if you're new here and you're just watching this and you're wondering about the Camaro, I have plenty of videos on it. I show you the entire build. It's just a bone stock 5.3 with a stock, obviously stock of 4L60. We got Amazon parts mixed with Holley parts. I did it not only as cheap as possible, as cheap as I could think to do it. Are you going inside?
Yeah.
Okay. There were some things I couldn't cheap out. I mean, well, let me take that back. I could have cheaped out on the fuel system, and I could have done a Amazon external fuel pump and blah blah, but there's really no point, because an in-tank fuel pump is just, as much as I hate spending the money, as much as I hate spending the money on that, it's like $430, $440. It's a trillion times worth it over an external pump. External pumps are stupid loud, and I mean, you just can't go wrong with those Holley retrofit and tank pumps. But it's an Amazon harness, eBay computer. The radiator was already in it. I had this upper radiator hose already. The engine came with all the accessories. So, like I said, the whole channel is about doing swaps as cheap as possible, but there is some spots you can't cheap out on. You could, but it would just hurt you down the road. But let me show you where I'm at. Let me use Monte Carlo. You might want to pause this so you can really see it. What I marked out was stuff that had $0 to it. So there's no coolant in it, just water, because I wasn't about to spend $80 on antifreeze for something to start leaking. Transcooler line, I already had rubber hose, so I didn't add that. Miscellaneous wire, that was a kind of a typo, because that's gonna be part of, where is it? Miscellaneous items. So I might have over calculated on miscellaneous items by quite a bit, but I wanted to over calculate rather than under calculate, because I might have spent 600, I might have spent 300, I don't know, because those miscellaneous knick-knack things, those really get you in the end. Oh, I didn't take off. Stop, bro, stop. I didn't take off rear pinion. Where is it? I just saw it. So 170 for the rear pinion. Deduct that from 5,105. I just said 105. 5,105. So if you take, where was it? 170, and you minus that by 5,105, that gives you, like, total would be 27.32 and 46 cents. So I'm able to do that math because I was very good at my job at McDonald's. But yeah, so minus that from 5,105, and that was the total I spent. Oh, why do we have shifter in there for 260? Oh, okay, never mind. I know now. That was shifter cable, shifter plate, blah blah blah. But yeah, that is what I spent. Minus 170. The 5325 was with the master cylinder brake booster conversion U-joint, which of course had nothing to do with the actual swap itself. That's it. So obviously you want to know what I'm selling it for. So I'm only going to be selling this car for $5,500. $5,500, which I guess because it's 8 different colors. It needs tires. I actually have the new brake stuff to put on it. To like, I have pads, rotors, rubber line, and rear drums, all to put on it to make the brakes better, that are going with the car. I guess obviously issue is the biggest issue price wise. I mean, with getting more for it is just body condition, because I completely understand people want a rust free nice car. I definitely understand. So 99.9% of the population isn't like me, because y'all know that I would drive this bad boy exactly how it is. And actually it's not too bad, but it does have its cosmetic rust-ish issues. But I mean, a 2-door, I'm gonna put this where it blows away forever. Stay. 2-door Chevy LS swapped. I mean, you can't, I don't know, man. $5,500. I think that's a hell of a deal. I personally think it was worth, I'd say about $7,000. But that's just me being me. I mean, I've done swaps, so. But I actually haven't. Oh, I didn't even add in the battery. Did I add in the battery? I think I did. Might have. I don't know. But I haven't even started this bad boy. Oh my goodness. So we dealt with the tornado. This bad boy's been through a tornado, and I have not started it once. It's been at least 2 months now. She fires right up. Where's that oil pressure? Perfecto. I don't want it to run long because I don't want it to get hot, and I don't want the guy to show up and the engine be all warm and him think I'm trying to get something past him. So turn that on the header. But yeah, that's what it cost me. Obviously, I'd say labor time wise into the swap, I would guesstimate I'm into it for just the swap, not the rear pinion or doing the brake stuff, just getting the swap in, bolted in, running fuel system. I'm gonna overestimate at like 25 hours. I really think I'm closer to like 18-20 hours, but there might be some hours in there that are missing because, you know, I'm a little acoustic and I use a lot of brake clean. So labor wise, if you were to bring this same car to me, pay for all the parts that I used, even the parts I used on here, and then pay my labor charge, you'd be into this car almost, I'd say, not too far off from twice of what I'm selling it for, $5,500. So the guy that's getting this for $5,500, he's getting a pretty good deal. But next is the Monte Carlo. But because I'm demonetized, I'm waiting until I get remonetized, which hopefully is the end of July, before I start on the Monte Carlo. I would have made money. I was making money off of the videos on this, which would have helped, you know, with getting more money for the car even after selling it. But I got demonetized as soon as my money doubled when these videos came out. So I made $0 off of these videos, technically. But I don't want to start until I'm monetized on this one, simply because I know that this build, I'm probably going to lose money on this build. But I have to do a G-body because y'all will not leave me alone about doing a G-body. Even on the videos, I've been posting of the CUDA, I've had people commenting, I'm waiting on that G-body. I'm waiting on that Monte Carlo build. So I got to do a Monte Carlo. I got to do a G-body, so y'all just leave me alone about it. But yeah, that was it. Nothing. No point dragging this on anymore. So it'll be gone for $5,500. I broke even, technically. Well, the investor broke even, I'll say that. But appreciate you watching. I got more stuff coming with the CUDA this weekend. That's just been an absolute debacle. But appreciate you watching. Like, subscribe, comment. And then about $20 to tomorrow.